but yeah, there's one that looks older too. Yeah. This USO mod is really good. That's why I have all those extra little odds and ends that I can put in here. Oh yeah, I've got a bunch of fusion cores in there. What? Because they're heavy. Each one is 4 pounds. It's like, I'm just gonna... Just think about it this way. Okay, all of these are in here, right? I still have some in my inventory. I've got, what was it, 4 on hand at any given time.
Hey.
Sir?
Doesn't it cause like a nuclear explosion?
I mean, theoretically, yeah, but they're not going to.
Well, I know they're not going to. I'm just saying. I'm gonna toss all these in this toolbox over here. Put it on a shelf.
It's fine.
Where it could possibly fall.
Totally fine. Oh yeah, I got a irradiated submachine. Does 50 points of additional radiation damage.
Dug that out of the gullet of a legendary mongrel.
Yeah. Dogs carrying guns.
They're learning.
That's gonna... I'm not gonna use it though, because it seems like it's actually really impractical. Yeah, because I mean...
How much radiation damage does it do?
50. But the problem is that it does 11 regular damage, so like, if I were to shoot a ghoul with it, it would heal. So I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm gonna deal with what I got.
Do not use against ghouls.
Not a ghoul killer. Okay, oh yeah, I got, in the time that's passed, I'm now level 21. I was like, not that. I got all 3 of the lead belly perk, so I no longer will take radiation from eating or drinking. It's super good. And then I got Aqua Boy, so now I can breathe underwater and never take any radiation damage from that. And then a lot of the rest of the ones that I've got on here are just for crafting purposes. Anyway, just kind of show an update of what I've done so far.
Weird how some of the perks give you.
Like, inhuman abilities.
Yes. I mean, I'm okay with having
Puppy.
a perk.
Right. So, you know, I told you that I deleted my house over here. No, that wasn't a vertebrate. That was the UFO. It was the UFO. And you didn't say anything,
That
Codsworth?
didn't sound
Okay.
good. Perhaps we should see if anyone needs assistance.
It's only one dude. He's mad at us no matter what we do.
I saw that thing go down. I don't know how many times I could ever fucking find it.
You've never found the
Never
UFO?
found the UFO, no.
Oh, but anyway, like I was saying, so this is where the house is supposed to be. It's gone, and the best part is, I was building this.
Oh, Jesus, dude, you have to show this to me.
Yeah, well, it's still a bare bone structure, right? But it's a, okay, I wanted to make like a apartment type style thing out of these little box cars. You can't really do it very well unless you want floating stuff. But like, so this was going to be like my house for it. In the end, I just kind of put a bunch of beds in. But like, that was one I was going to use, and this was going to be mine. And it was cool because it had that specialized little front thing. And then like, this was going to be like the quote unquote lobby. You know, like there was going to be a bench here for somebody to like have a job at or whatever. You know, and then as it goes on, I actually had, it was a 5-story elevator, because I was like, I had such good plans for it, but as you notice, you already have to step down.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, I'd done up, and I was like, okay, well, there's a step down here, maybe it won't be that bad for the next one. It was super bad. It was super, super bad, so I was like trying to find ways of getting around it. In the end, I kind of just gave up on it. I just made it a roof, and I made that the incline with some stairs so that it doesn't look terrible. You know, like that's the.
Hey, do you have a moment? I
You're
wanted to thank you
suicidal? Why are you
for helping
here?
us out in contact. If only we'd run into you sooner.
Don't mention it. You guys have been through hell, huh?
You have no idea. In these past few months, we've lost everything. My son, he's gone.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and
I like how if you look in the back, you can see
still
my
here,
house over at
right?
Red Rocket.
we have to
Yeah,
go on.
whenever it switches back to me.
For them.
If it, no, I didn't. Yeah, it like for some reason phased in.
Oh, I see.
Let's see. Yeah, it's like here. Yeah, see. If it disappears, it's got a cloaking device. Only if you look at it hard enough, it'll show up, and then it just fades into nothing. But yeah, I had this up to 4 stories, right? And I was like so excited because you can even see right there.
Right.
I added this little thing because this actually doesn't meet up all the way, and you could fall through. So I added these little pieces of wood there.
Well, it kind of makes sense. It looks more makeshift, which is
Yeah.
kind of how everything in this world is now.
Well, that was kind of what I was going for with this one, you know, like because it all seamlessly tacks onto this one, but it doesn't do it with this one. And I was thinking I could just move that closer, but in order to do that, I wouldn't be able to have this crossway here. It was this whole thing was just one issue after another, and that's why I haven't really come back and made it pretty.
I think the reason nobody takes the time to build nice houses
Right.
is because they're too focused on survival. Because even after hundreds of years of living in this place, it's a constant struggle. So I think that's why they don't really care. As long as it works, it doesn't have to be pretty, doesn't have to shine. It just has to work.
Well, I partially agree with that sentiment, but at the same time, your character always does super well for themselves, you know? Like, by the end of the road, you've got, like, a crap ton of caps, you got God knows how much ammo, you know? And there's all these, like, embedded settlements, like Diamond City, for example. It's really well embedded, and yet they still live in, like, crap shacks. It does not make sense to me.
Right.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to deal with any raiders, so
Dear
I just,
Jesus Christ.
I just
Oh my God.
made it a thing
It's
so
a
that they
firing range.
so they don't show up here. But it's the same over there too. You just don't see them as well. They're like down that way. They're behind it, so that it wasn't super loud where it was. Why are you here, Preston Garvey?
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Well, how about
Great
that?
news. I knew you were the right person for
Great
the job.
news.
By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use
You know,
it to
I've
see
never
if
shot a
I've-
flare gun.
any nearby
Neither have I.
It'll get more and more useful as we get more allied settlements. Eventually, you'll have help with
Here, take this flare gun. Oh, and I've decided to promote you to general
how
or
I ended up.
colonel or whatever
I'm listening.
You
rank.
heard of the
Right. I don't think so.
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. Where the Minutemen betrayed each
Not
other.
from the
I was
Commonwealth
with
as
Colonel
you know it.
Hollis's group.
I'm pretty sure I
The
told you
mercenary
already
group
that I was
called the
from
Gunners was
pre-war,
attacked.
but
We were the
you know,
only
whatever.
a few of us. We never found a safe
Yeah,
place.
that's neat. By the way, if you're
I know
ever
how
really
to-
interested
yeah.
in hearing these parts,
That's why I'm talking to you.
I mean, sometimes I'll
I can't
let it
rebuild
play
it
through,
anymore.
but for the most part, if you're interested in hearing this thing, I recommend playing this game. It's an amazing game. Obviously, you know I play this a lot.
Heck,
I appreciate that.
But
can you explain what the Minutemen are
I'm
about?
probably going to be skipping through this stuff
We're
because
citizen
just
soldiers.
after hearing it so many
People of the
times, you know, it
Commonwealth
just gets so
standing
boring.
together to
It really does.
I think
Especially
that
with
you're the
Preston
one who
Garvey.
can
I mean, the
do
voice actor
Bring the
himself
whole
did a
Commonwealth
damn
together.
good job.
Okay.
He's just
But I
too
just-
boring to me.
And he does not shut up.
In the right direction for the Commonwealth.
Good. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way.
How about no?
See, general.
So if I'm a general, where's my army?
You're looking at it, I'm afraid. But I wasn't joking when I called you.
Well, okay, so one of the things that bothers me
Always held
about
the rank of general.
Fallout 4 as
Our
opposed to
last leader
Fallout
was
3,
General
for
Becker.
instance, is in Fallout
Nobody
3,
could agree on who should take his place.
you might be
But
able
one
to
good thing
get
about being the last
a
man in the
semblance
is
of
there's
being
no one
able
argue with me
to
when I say you're the new general.
be,
Now it's
say
your
for
job
instance,
to make
a
it more than an empty title.
that one's hard to come off.
I've got something a bit
That
better
is hard to
For a
come
different
off.
one. You might be able to do some Brotherhood of Steel stuff. You're not gonna get really far though.
Right.
Oh my God, he's broken.
Scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement.
Oh no, no.
No, let's not.
No.
Let's not start this vicious cycle.
Oh God damn it. Can I just dome him and then get away? Anyway, in Fallout 3, you can become a member of the Brotherhood of Steel. You can become a member of a few different places, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can't be like head honcho.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, here in Fallout 4, it just starts you straight off. It's
As
just
the
like,
leader?
oh, you're gonna be here for 3 seconds, and okay, now you are the biggest, best thing in the entire world. And you're like,
But I don't.
What?
But
how?
I don't
How?
wanna.
It's like, yeah, I mean, yes, my combat prowess is quote unquote good or whatever, but like, how have I shown enough clout to be in charge of hundreds, quote unquote, people? You know, for instance, like with the Brotherhood of Steel. Just by what? Being a gopher for like 3 missions?
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I mean, it would be more realistic if Preston Garvey says, okay, I'm gonna take the reins here, and I'm gonna send you out on missions and do stuff,
Yeah,
and I'm gonna organize everything from here.
yeah.
Like, no, hey, you're in charge, and I'll just
Tell
be
you what
back
to do,
here.
and I'll tell you what to do. It's like, why even call you a general? Wouldn't it just have been easier in general just to not? You know, just to say, yeah, you're just helping out, as opposed to you're running the show all of a sudden. Because, I mean, I've played, like, in-game, a few missions total?
Yeah,
And I am now the leader of
the Minutemen.
the Minutemen. How? That's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. You think you're so sneaky. Let me get closer. 59%.
Let me put it this way: you couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, but you technically just did.
Got him. That's what you get.
And he fell through the floor.
She's there. Sweet Jesus. Ah!
I never thought, ever,
Yep.
that Fallout would ever give me a jump scare. But
Oh,
god
it's
damn it,
happened.
those things scare the shit out of me.
I know. They
Like every time.
especially like if you're expecting them, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
When you're not, oh.
If they
Jesus.
just come up behind you and just pounce you, it's fucking terrifying.
Firebomb. Jesus, Godsworth. Yeah, he's
Look at that.
vicious.
Straight up fucking murdered his ass.
He's like, oh, he's not dead yet. Let me go in there and finish this. Go, okay. I'll hold back. You do what you feel needs to be done.
You do you, Godsworth.
But, I'm interested to see where they're gonna go with the next one. You know.
This is a common sight these days. Huh? I'm sure some would even call this clean.
What?
Why are you speaking
Why did
to
you
me?
turn me around to tell me that? Like, if you had something interesting to say, I think
Hey.
you probably had something.
Hey, Codsworth.
Sir, perhaps now is a good time?
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought was happening.
Sure, Codsworth. What's up?
Oh, just
We're buddies,
something
aren't we?
I'd like to get off the old proverbial chest. I just want to say what an honor it is for me to accompany you. You've no idea the horror these past 2 centuries have wrought. The initial destruction.
He could not have been staying there at the house the entire time, trying to clean rust from the, or fallout from the
Floors.
There's no way in hell that he spent 2 centuries trying to clean the place.
Well, yeah, because it looks like crap.
I'm sorry, Codsworth.
I mean, like, to be completely honest, his sole job is to clean the house. He did a terrible job.
You're fucking fired.
Even if he can't get the fallout from the wax and floors, like he says, there's leaves all in that house. He could have just gotten rid of the leaves, you know? He could have straightened up the stuff. There's so many things that he could have done that he didn't do, and that's what bugs me.
I soldiered on.
Neat.
I'm glad you stuck around.
Oh, sir,
You do say neat a lot.
I know.
I just wanted you to know how much I consider you family. I may be a mere robot to some, but I do hope you've come to see me as more.
You're a machine!
I consider you to be family too, Codsworth. We're in this world for the long haul. Together.
Sir, you don't know how wonderful it is for me to hear that. I feel, well, enough blither-blather from me. Let's get back to it, shall we?
We have things to murder.
Yeah, apparently. Well, we have things for him to just murder the crap out of. Ugh. So, like, whenever I actually turn on the flashlight, look around it. So, like, that's what it looks like normal, right? You kind of see everything. And this, it's a cone. It's totally cones your vision. I can't see crap around this at all. Okay. Refrigerator. Why is it backwards? No radios.
High levels of radioactivity.
Yeah, this is that place where that guy's making bombs. Hey, pal.
Wayne Gorski?
Gorski.
Wayne Gretzky?
Yep, you have fun there. Alright, ready?
Hold your breath! I don't think that's gonna work!
This. This.
This and that.
Diamond City is now permanently marketing event. I don't care! Okay, that was all garbage. That was a total waste of time. Cool. Although it did tell me where Diamond City is, and that's where I'm heading to go. But here's the problem.
You don't really need to know where it is
Well,
on the map, unless you're new to the game.
You don't need to know where it's on the map. You know why you don't need to know where it's on the map? You don't get a map marker, but it tells you where to go with this mission.
Yeah. Oh.
Look.
Right.
Okay, it's like, go right here. It doesn't matter if this is showing or not. It
It's
tells
still gonna
you
show
right
there, yeah.
here. It's a wasted book.
Okay, sir. Something about this place looks a tad unseemly.
Yeah, it's because you murdered the crap out of the resident.
Well, it's not a waste of a book if you get the book before you start the mission.
Yeah, but this is pretty far out for you to have just ignored.
True.
Oh wait, I don't think did I show you my Abernathy farm one?
No, I don't think you did.
It's not quite as impressive, I will say that. It's just kind of a shack, but I do want to load up on some stuff real quick, and I'm like just right around the corner from it.
So is this going to be a non-fast travel playthrough?
It's not that I wouldn't flash travel, it's that I can't.
Oh, that's right. You're on survival.
Yeah, survival's like, yeah, just kidding. No.
You can't fast travel, silly Human.
Stay.
Radstags really won't attack you, will they?
Yeah, they will, and they will wreck your shit if you let them. Right. Like, see, it's like nothing. It's just, oh yeah, you know how they always get attacked?
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, I made sure they never get attacked.
Holy hell!
And I couldn't remember where the enemies come from, so I just
put them everywhere.
I just put them everywhere. I was like, I'm not dealing with this.
You're not getting these fucking melons.
Yeah, this this is probably the most secure of the settlements that I've got so far.
Dude, did you strap chastity belts to them all at the two?
It's little. That's it. That's it right there. It's just
This little shack,
little
surrounded
shack.
by guns.
Tons and tons of guns. We got. Hey, I got a carrot. Eat those. Okay, that should be good. I think. Okay, and then I'm going to sleep for 4 hours. 5 hours. 5 hours. That should do it. That should get rid of my tiredness. And yep. Oh my god, I forgot.
And
how dark
now
it
it's dark.
is. It's super dark. Okay. I'm gonna head out. Oh dear god, I don't die. Freaking blowflies. Okay, they're still out of my reach, which is good. Don't really want to be anywhere near those blowflies. Oh, another thing that's different between survival and regular.
What's that?
It doesn't really show how close you are to stuff unless you're right on top of it.
I can see.
Like,
Well, technically I
like on
can.
the little, not day and night.
Oh, you mean the compass?
Yeah, the little compass.
Okay.
Unless you're like right on it, you're not gonna be able to tell where you're at. I had to fight some Mirelurks here. That wasn't fun. Where am I? Oh yeah, this is. I need to avoid that highway at like all costs. There's a gunner encampment up there, and I don't want to deal with that. So I funny recently added quizzes,
Quizzes?
so you can like take random quizzes on their website now as well, or app I guess. And the one that introduced me to that was what Ed, Edd and Eddy character are you? Apparently I'm Eddie. Which I was very confused about. I was like, why?
Eddie's the derpy one, right?
No, that's Ed. Single D.
Eddie's the conniving one?
Yes.
Oh, okay, the one that's always got a scheme going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was never too big into Ed, Edd and Eddy.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it enough that I would take a quiz based on which one am I, but I don't know. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I decided that I was him because I'm really not. Not a conniver.
Not a schemer. Maybe it just means you're smart.
I guess.
Or maybe it means that all your endeavors will end in failure.
One of those two things are probably true. Fucking rad stags. And it kind of bothers me that they show up when your compass is red, even though they're pretty passive.
Yeah, they are pretty... like I said, I never even knew they could attack you. Unless you attack them first.
Oh, God.
Not ready to fight super mutants?
We'll see, won't we? I don't know I'm here yet, so that's something. Is this a water purification plant?
I think it could be.
It is. It's actually a really good thing.
No scoping.
Ah, you're funny. Yep, water treatment plant.
God, I feel stuffy.
Hey, Codsworth,
Something you need, sir?
go
Take a look.
beat the shit out of that guy. Don't alert them to my presence.
What? Who's there?
Oh God. Oh
Don't
God.
bring him over here, dude! That suicider isn't dead. Sweet Jesus!
Somebody's got a bazooka.
Okay, they kinda know I'm here. Oh God.
He's coming.
He is definitely coming. I gotta get an angle on this suicider, because if you shoot his left hand, then it blows up. I don't care about the rat's tags! Okay,
Here's playing tricks on me again.
there he is.
You can see his red button.
His blinky. Jesus.
God, you can't even see your reticle.
I know.
Or your crosshair.
Out there! Somewhere!
What? Oh! Oh!
Do you see how low his health is?
Oh!
Yeah, human.
It's like, I don't want to kill him without setting that thing off, though. I heard somebody.
Ah, come out, wherever you are!
Oh, he is right there. His health is really low. Oh!
Like a dude blind fired a rocket at me. Well, it's a good thing I kind of saved before that.
Kinda.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to take a bit of a trek to get back, but hey, that's survival. Oh, Jesus. So, whenever I was building that vault, which you guys haven't seen because it's not finished, I was getting the third floor kind of settled. I was connecting the power to it.
Right.
And I was having to build the room to make the power, and the thing is it's kind of floating over stuff. And I died.
As rooms should do.
Yeah, well, I mean, I build the rooms and then I put in the spores. But I died so many times doing that. And the problem is like, I knew exactly how I wanted the layout to be. But, you know, if you screw up, you fall to your death, start all over. It was, oh, God. I got like 3/4 of the way finished like 4 times before I was able to actually get it done. Oh, God, it's so freaking dark. Okay, so this time, I'm not gonna be just...
You're not gonna fuck up and die?
I don't think I'm gonna be heading down that road. I'll be going... Oh, okay, it's called... I'll be going across the river.
Because that's the thing you can do now without getting irradiated.
You know, right? Don't die.
Live dangerously, kinda.
Walden Pool. Okay, that's where I'm at. Oh yeah, it's this place. You missed out on me exploring this area.
I wish
This is a common sight.
there was a bit more, you know, national society.
What do you mean?
Like, cities communicating to one another, trading goods, repopulation in the city, like, actual
Reclamation.
commerce, reclamation, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the things like that's always kind of bothered me about the Fallout series is like, you know, they're building these big houses and they're building stuff up in, like for instance here, Boston. There's so many empty houses, and you know, like, wouldn't it make more sense to fix a relatively unscathed house
Then to build an entirely new one?
than to build an entirely new one? Doesn't that just make sense?
As long as it's not too irradiated. Which none of the... almost none of the... Oh, shit.
Stingwings are not my friend.
You took...
Oh, Jesus, screw this place. I'm out of here.
That's a shed of horrors.
I'm gonna do one of those. I really do wish that you could, like, actually cause fire damage. Ooh.
Power cord?
I really wish you could actually cause fire damage. So, like, you know, say I threw a Molotov at a group of trees.
And it burns down?
Yes, instead of it burning and then dissipating. And the trees are fine. Like, that's not how trees work.
Maybe that's how irradiated trees work.
Arc jet systems.
Fuck that place.
Seems like a happy fun time, right?
Isn't that place crawling with
Wow.
synths?
I guess we'll find out, huh? Oh, you know what I keep forgetting to make? I have a mod dedicated to making camping gear, and I keep forgetting to make it. Give me your vodka. You have fun. Here. There you go. Light up.
It'll kill him one day.
Oh, wait, yeah, no, okay, yeah, this is the place that you go with, what's his name? The Brotherhood of Steel guy.
Bands?
Yeah. You go here. This is how you, make people think that you're super cool, so you can join the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, yeah. It was this place that I accidentally spoiled something for myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I, got bored, and before I ended the game,
Right.
I just killed everybody in the room. And I, looted their
Oh.
bodies. And I
Yeah.
found a couple of particular things on those bodies. And I'm like, huh!
Hey, wait a minute, this isn't normal. Yeah, I do kind of wish that there was a little bit more explanation on it, you know. But okay, so it's not really a spoiler if I bring this up, and it's that the Brotherhood of Steel in this, is it crashing? It's crashing, everybody. Goodbye.